All right, let's fucking do it. Go! Out there, how you guys doing? Thanks for joining me tonight. This is the Dusty Smith Show, the greatest one-man show in the history of all of mankind. You are very wise and beautiful for joining me tonight. Appreciate you. It's the last show, folks. The last show before my vacation. Dudes, I have not had a vacation in 20 years. Not shitting you. Last time I took a vacation, I was married, and I was a big fat guy. Like, even bigger and fatter than I am now. I look like the AI drawings of myself. Me and my best friend Steven and my wife and his girlfriend went to Disneyland, or was it Disney World? Whichever one is in California. We flew out to California to go to Disney World and Universal Studios, all that shit out there. 20 years ago. And I've been hitting it hard for the last 5 years of the show. Haven't had a break. I've been putting in the time, grinding away day in and day out. So, gonna take a 10-day vacation. So, gonna miss 4 or 5 shows. We'll see. So last show for a while. I will miss you guys definitely, and God damn it, I'm not looking forward to coming back. All the stuff I have to cover is going to be insane, but hey, at least you guys can get your fill of me today, hopefully, and hang out with me tonight. Cali's Disneyland, all right, good to know. I get those mixed up on account of I don't give a fuck. Yeah, we got Floating Kitties tonight. Got Miss Misty back here, got Pretty Boy, and we got some Half Stash over there. Hell yeah, kitties are back, and I see the Fat Dusty Adventure Van. Hell yeah, be sure to get your Super Chats in, folks. Last chance to get your Super Chats in before my vacation. So, reward me for all the hard work I put in. Help me pay for my vacation. I would appreciate it. The more you done it, the more serious I take a question. There's a money button over here you click on, and you make Fat Dusty eat the money. You know you want to do it. So, Super Chat me, please. But let's go and kick the show off, folks. Starting us off tonight with some, what the fuck? What the fuck? And first off, on tonight's, oh, what the fuck? They would do anything for clout these days in this goddamn trash world, folks. I guess this guy thought he was going to go viral. He did. I guess he did go viral. He got his wish, and we're covering it, so we're part of the problem. So, anyway, when I asked this couple if they would give us some money because he's hungry, so they bought him some stuff, and then he threatened to kill them. Literally anything for 15 minutes of fame on the internet.
Yo, excuse me, guys. I'm trying to get something to eat. You think you might have any spare change by any chance?
You want something real quick? I could get you a $5 meal.
If you could, it'd be a blessing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. What's your name?
My name is Fun.
Fanyan Trey. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey guys, I just want to say thank you so much for giving me that food. I want to give you this rock. Now, if you didn't give me any money to get food, I would have bashed both your skulls in with that rock. But I want to say, life's about choices. And you made a valuable choice, and the correct choice. You decided to spare money for that meal, and I decided to spare your lives.
What are you talking about, bro? Spare my
You
life
guys
for
are
what?
super sweet.
Are you fucking serious?
Honey.
Bro, get your shit in bounds.
You guys are really sweet, you know?
Don't fucking talk
I
to me like
appreciate that.
How dare you, bro?
Thank you. But you're
did
lucky.
a fucking kind gesture to buy you
Yeah.
something, and that's what you want.
Yeah, just make sure that they never do anything nice for anybody ever again. Way to ruin it for everybody. Suck the joy out of the universe, you fucking waste of oxygen. The only good news in this is that being that guy is probably worse punishment than anything we could possibly do to him. He's got to wake up every morning and look in the mirror and just realize he's not even really a human being. There's just a vacuum where his humanity should be. So I guess that's kind of how we have to look at it, not to get too fucking depressed. But yeah, great way to get stabbed, a great way to get shot. Good God, put that guy under the jail. And then I'm actually going to play a clip from Ian Mouse Chong where I'm not making fun of Ian Mouse Chong. I can't believe it, folks. First time it's ever happened. But he posted this clip that's sort of what the fuck. Apparently this bad guy fucked around and found out, decided to try to use his SUV to ram a police car over and over again. Let's see how that went for him. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's a mistake. Yeah. Okay. Ram the police car. Well, at least he's not going to back up and try it again. What's that? Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I mean, like at this point, you're sort of asking for death. If you know anything about the police. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Now you just got shot at. At least you're going to give up. Oh, you're not going to give up? Okay. You're going to ram it again after he already shot at you? So clearly he's trying to commit suicide by cop or something. And I'm assuming he's about to get his wish. Yeah. Yeah. Bad death decisions. That's the end of that, I expect. Oopsies. Yeah. Yeah, I played enough GTA. He's just going to wake up in the hospital. It's going to be a small fine. They're just going to let him go, right? Going to walk that right off. Surely. Yeah, nope. So, anyway, that was dumb. What did we learn? And lastly, on what the fuck. So, I don't know what the real story is behind this. I call into question the story that is being told here. Supposedly, this black lady just honked at this dude, and then he chased her down and put a weapon on her and tried to do a citizen's arrest. There has to be more to this story. I just haven't found it yet. But anyway, let's watch the video and see what you guys think.
And that's when I just took off, like, speeding to a gas station, to a public area, because I had already seen that gun in the car. So I didn't want to just pull over like a regular car accident.
Surveillance video from that Phillips 66 gas station on Atascocita and Wilson shows the terrifying moments after a man believed to be Roth followed her into the convenience store. You can see him pointing the gun at her several times as she tries to get away from him. When she tries to leave, he stops her and then tries to take the keys out of her car. He then hits the back of her car again to block her in the parking lot. The victim says she was in fear of her life.
Get on the ground right now. He could have shot me when he was doing like this. Like when he was aiming a gun at me, I could tell like he was like kind of scared himself. Like he was shaking his hand, like he was shaking. So that's why I was scared, because I'm like, I'm scared because you're scared. Like he could have did anything just out of fear.
Yeah, that adrenaline gets pumping. You get in weird situations and don't know how to handle it. It can make you real shaky. I've been there before, but regardless of what she did, that's a bad move. Just like take your cell phone, videotape her tag, call the police. Don't pull your gun on people and try to arrest them. That's a good way to get shot yourself. No one knows if you're an active shooter or not. Dumb. And that is my what the fuck. And I got rid of the slicing sounds. People are like, that's annoying, Dusty. All the slicing noises are annoying. Everybody's always bitching about goddamn everything. You some whiny motherfuckers out there. So fine, I got rid of the slicing sound. Hope you're happy still, my joy. What's up, Dirty Sexy Pores? Gonna miss you. Headed to the Peach Festival in Pennsylvania. I've never been to a festival before. And I usually don't like taking vacations for some reason. I don't like to leave the house, kind of a homebody. But I got an offer I can't refuse. So my buddy E, who is a Grateful Dead aficionado, he's like a Deadhead. He's toured with the Dead. So he has a lot of experience in the scene, basically. And he's going to take me out and show me a good time. So I imagine I'm going to have some wild-ass adventures to come back and tell you guys all about when it's all said and done, if I survive. So hopefully I'll be back. Looking forward to catching you guys up on it. I like the katana slice. Thank you. I appreciate you, Scoot434. You're one of the good ones. Ooh, peaches. Yeah, peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man in a factory downtown. Kidnapping. Yep. Don't want to do that. Bad move. Fuck yeah, Dusty. Get out and have some fun. For once in my life, got to make those memories. Make life worth living. It's this early? Yeah, the Peach Festival is the 29th, so it's next week. You deserve a great vacay. I do. I work hard, motherfuckers. Hells to the yeah. Gonna be fun and all right. Let's keep it going, folks. Sing along if you know the words. It's religious bullshit. All the heathen sing religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. What time is it? It's time for religious bullshit. Starting us off, as we usually do, it's only been like one day since my last show. Wisconsin and Florida youth pastor Jordan Huffman has been convicted for the continuous rape of a 12-year-old child. Pennsylvania pastor arrested on child sex charges Marvin Leroy Mosley, 43, was arraigned on 2 felony counts, each of indecent assault on a person under the age of 13 and corruption of minors. So, yep. Then there's this one. One more. Awhile pastor Dennis Lafferty has pleaded guilty to the raping of multiple children in his church. He is a child of God. I guess he wants to rape himself. And once again, this just in. Not a drag queen. I need that emoji. I'm going to get that emoji when I come back, folks. Not a drag queen. Got to be an emoji. So every time I cover this, you can spam not a drag queen. So, yep. The usual situation. Almost always Christians and shit. Hey, but you know what happened, folks? I'm going to show this in the trash world, the next section. There was actually a transgender person that just got arrested for child porn. And so everybody was sending that to me. They're like, see, Dusty, proof that we were right all along. Yeah, 1,000,000 to 1. How many have I covered? For every transgender or drag queen that you guys posted that turned out to be a pedophile, how many Christians have I covered? Hundreds? So, yeah, but we'll cover it. I ain't running from it. I ain't hiding from it. And then it's kind of hard to believe that this day and age they're still doing this old-time religious spiel that they do. This is such an outdated performance. Now, we all know religion is just a performance, right? It's a play. They're paying an actor to get up there and act all pious and preach the gospel, but, like, they get into character, and there's a specific old-timey Christian revival-type character that all these Christians seem to channel into and play. But it's a very outdated style. It's that style where you say the word after every word, and it sounds really stupid, but they just really like it in the church for some reason. I don't know why they like that. I don't know why that appeals to religious fundamentalists. They want to pour money on this. But anyway, it's cringe. Let's have a look.
They're trying to blur the lines between the bride and the harlot. The devil wants a transgender church. It's a church that's fluid, that you can't really tell if they're the bride or not. But the devil is a liar because God's bride is gender specific.
Okay, so God's bride is gender specific. What is the gender? Is God's bride a woman? Does that mean all the men in your church are not part of God's bride, or is God's bride made up of all the church, which takes part of both men and women, which means that God's bride is not at all gender specific, which is it? Christians can't have it. It's all nonsense, though. No logic to be found in any of this.
Clearly defined. Nobody looks at God's bride and is confused.
I'm very confused. What is it? Is God's bride a woman or a man?
Is that the church? Is that the bride? I can't tell if that's a man or a woman.
I mean, if it's the church, it'd be both, wouldn't it? God's bride is obviously non-binary. What the fuck you talking about?
I can't tell if it's God's church or it's just a charismatic church. I'm going to tell you, God's church is not in gender confusion today. God's bride stands out. They're trying.
Okay, none of that makes any sense. Very confusing, but anyway, it doesn't have to make sense. You just say the word they and they give you money That's how it works And speaking of which, here's another guy channeling this exact same old-timey religion, and dude gonna drop dead of a heart attack any fucking second now, y'all.
Tonight, I'm putting you out of business. I'm not believing that lie for another day of my life. I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
Poorly made. You're about to drop dead any second now, dude.
And I'm living in the beauty
Ain't nothing beautiful about you, dude.
of holiness.
You're not. You live in the grips of high blood pressure and heart disease. It's all over for you. God damn it, sweating profusely. And then, eventually I'm going to do a whole series on these type of videos, folks. This guy, Christian Nightmares, posts these all the time. But what they are basically is they're thirst traps for Christians. So what they're doing is they're posting videos specifically meant to make them look extremely hot. So people can be like, oh my God, you're so sexy. I want to fuck you. But they're doing it in the name of Jesus Christ, as if they're glorifying Jesus Christ, as if it's not all about them, but it is, in fact, all about them, nothing to do with Jesus. But they're posting thirst traps, pretending they're pious, and they're doing it in the worship of God. And it's so cringe and transparent. There's literally hundreds of these. Here's one quick example. Awesome I am, worshiping Jesus with my shirt off, shooting basketball. Yeah. Has anything ever glorified Christ more? Yes, everything ever has glorified Christ more. It's clearly all about you, folks, and it's cringe. And one more on religious bullshit. Pastor Lance Wall now is back for a little Beyond Parody, folks. They have a little technical difficulties, something I know nothing about on this show. But they handled it properly instead of hunting down the problem, getting some tech guys to go jiggle the wires, rebooting the system. No, they gonna ask for the blessing and the power of Christ to fix their technical difficulties. Let's see how that goes for them.
Annabelle will now take authority over the airwaves.
Take that authority.
Because there's a little bit of technical difficulties, we don't want any of that. So.
I hear it. You can hear it going pop, pop, and buzzing in the background. Better pray to Jesus about it.
But now, in the name of Jesus, we take authority over all the airwaves, all the electronics, all the digital, anything that wants to go flux, we say go flow, and then call it good in the name of Jesus. And we thank you, Lord, that all the feedback machines will work perfectly as they did in the rehearsal, and that peace will rest upon the audio-video team.
Hell yeah.
Because they'll feel the gush
of the Holy. God's gushing all over your equipment. He jizzing all over your AV devices.
Spirit, whenever anything makes them feel pensive, they'll step back in the spirit and say,
demons! It's demons attacking your electronic equipment.
Thank you, Jesus. And you'll heal it immediately.
He did it. He did it, folks. She took authority over it in the name of Jesus. And Jesus ain't got nothing better to do with his time. Children being raped, people dying of hunger, most horrible shit imaginable. Submarines imploding on themselves. No, Jesus is jizzing on your AV equipment.
In Jesus' name.
Let's see how that worked out.
So the beauty of it is that we are all here and we're going to be serving you, praying over you, and loving you. So.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I guess Jesus, his cum can only do so much, right?
Annabelle will now take.
His cum ain't that powerful. It's just a little bit. It can only make your AV last for 8 minutes. So sorry, maybe you should take a poop on it next time. And that is my religious bullshit. Hails to the yeah. Get your super chats in, folks. Do it. You know you want to help out the world's greatest show. God has longer fuses. Yeah, she should ask God instead of Jesus, the Holy Spirit, anybody. Jesus is a carpenter. He's not into tech support, dudes. Cringe, that music is so annoying. Yeah, that woman is a nut, but they all are all nuts, right? In the name of Jesus, donate to our church, and they will, folks. They will. It works. It's always worked. Hopefully it won't always work, though. A good sound guy or Jesus, who do you choose? Psh, psh, Jesus, obviously. Sound guys actually want money. Jesus works for free, but you get what you pay for. And all right, we're along. Gonna roll through this show tonight. Gonna finish early. Let's do some Trash World. The Trash World, it's a dumpster fire and it's hellish. A Trash World, it's a Trash World and everything sucks all of the time. Trash World. Hell yeah, and first up on Trash World, Oh, I told you this. Apparently, they finally found one. Transgender lady gets arrested for child porn. So they all said this to me. See, we told you, Dusty. We told you they're coming for the children. Look, no one ever said that transgender people or drag queens cannot be pedophiles. Obviously, they can. They are human beings, and just like every human being, a very, very tiny minority of them probably are pedophiles, right? What we're saying is that not a single parent or child has claimed their kid was groomed or molested from Drag Queen Story Hour, right? And also the fact that it's taken you guys this long to find one of these for me. Last time they posted one from 20 years ago. So 20 years, you found another one. Congratulations. I covered 1,000 in the last year of Christians, youth pastors, priests raping your kids. So this just proves to you, this is the exception, not the rule. But yes, put this person under the fucking jail if they're guilty. Who gives a fuck? Nobody has any affinity to any pedophiles, regardless of who they are. Sending this to me like it's a gotcha is so fucking stupid. But I ain't running from it. I ain't hiding from it. Unlike you guys who never, ever cover the right-wing douchebags and preachers who rape kids all over the place, I'll cover this shit all day long. Fair and balanced here on the Dusty Smith Show. And, yeah, here we go. And Chesterton, Indiana. Kill all faggots. Hilarious. But the country's spinning out of control with homophobia. The hot new thing in conservative communities. Super cool. Chesterton, Indiana. I'm actually flying into Indianapolis on Monday, so hopefully I won't run into any of that. And one more on the trash world as we roll through this show. Holy shit, the heroes on the front line just trying to keep us all fed. Have to go through hell to do their jobs. Here's this poor DoorDasher guy almost getting murdered just trying to bring somebody their food. Yeah, butt puckered. Yeah, your food's here.
I'll just drop off your food.
All right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, can I come inside and hide for a while? And cry maybe?
Oh my god. Almost fucking died.
Yeah, and here's the crazy part. No tip! They didn't even tip him! No, I'm just kidding. I just made that up. But hopefully they tipped him good. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not fucking enough on this trash planet. And all right, that's my quick and dirty trash world. Calmest motherfucker ever. He calmer than I would have been. I'd have been like, you gotta change your underwear. I need it stat. Just shit myself. Fucking 80s all over again. I know, right? It's crazy how we've regressed in society so fast. Nice work, Dusty. Hey, appreciate it, Tim Timbo. I'm doing what I can. Last time I had a vacation was 20 years ago. Disneyland. Been a long-ass time. Dusty don't take vacations. I don't need it. I mean, that's not true. I'm about to take one because I need it, but wrong order. That'd be shitty, wouldn't it? That poor guy. Your french fries may have lead. I know. I want to check your bag for holes and shit. I also feel bad for the guy. Crazy. And what we got here? 2 more? We're going to do Chud Watch, and then we're going to, okay, when is halftime? Yep. 2 more section, folks. Going to do a quick He Shall Be Elon, followed by Chud Watch. So get your super chats in. But for now, did you guys hear about this one? Fight! Can't wait to see it. So apparently Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg gonna have a cage fight. Here's how AI thinks that it's gonna look. I don't know why they're in prison. They're not gonna have a prison fight, y'all. They're not gonna stick them in fucking prison. They're gonna have a cage fight like in the UFC, supposedly. Allegedly, supposedly. Let's take a look at this claim. So first off, Elon Musk, so desperate to be liked, so desperate to be considered cool by IML's Chong and Cat Turd, that he's like, I'm up for a cage match if he is, LOL, challenging Mark Zuckerberg to a cage match. Now, you guys might know this, but like Mark Zuckerberg is a trained MMA fighter. Yeah, he like enters contests and stuff, and he does well. He sometimes wins. Now, I'm not saying that everybody that fights Mark Zuckerberg is going full out. I'm guessing they're like, holy shit, this is Mark Zuckerberg. He has enough money to kill me and keep my mama quiet. I better not go full bore on him. And they might let him tap him out some. I'm guessing. But still, probably pretty good. And then you have Elon Musk, who ain't never worked out in his fucking life. Just a big fat tub of goo. Delusional. But he a lot bigger than Mark Zuckerberg is. Mark Zuckerberg like 5'7", like 135. And Elon Musk like 6'1", like 280. So we'll see what happens. Like a Hoist Gracie situation going on here. So he says, I'm up for a cage match. And so immediately Mark Zuckerberg's like, send me the location. Where this motherfucker at? I am going to tap Elon Musk out. And so then Elon responds, Vegas Octagon. And once again, I'm not sure how serious Elon Musk is about any of this. I think he will say anything. But also, like, he is so desperate for attention to be liked and to be seen as cool. Maybe he will go through with it. Dude literally spent $44 billion on Twitter so Cat Turd would think he would look cool. So who knows what this guy would do out of immense desperation. He might literally show up. So apparently they've been legitimately talking to UFC president Dana White about this. Dana says Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are absolutely deadly serious about fighting each other in the octagon, and it would be the biggest fight in U.S. history of the world. Dana told Harvey and Charles on TMZ Live Thursday he has been talking and texting with Mark and Elon Wednesday night and into Thursday, and says both men want to square off in Vegas. Apparently they're going to charge $100 for the pay-per-view. Now, obviously, I ain't paying no $100 for no fucking pay-per-view. I'm going to watch it for free as shit. If you pay $100 to watch Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg fight, then you deserve sort of whatever you get, right? A fool of their money is soon parted. That's a bad move. But anyway, we'll see what the fuck happens, folks. I have no idea if they're actually going to go through with it. I'm saying there's like maybe a 5% chance this actually happens. I don't think Elon Musk actually wants to train for the fight. I don't think he wants to work out. I don't think he has it in him. But if it does happen, my money definitely on Mark Zuckerberg. But here's how beyond parody this whole situation is. Fox News can't tell the goddamn truth about anything. So they got the tail of the tape between Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. All right, 5'7" to 6'1". All right, I believe that one. 154 to 187 pounds. What the fuck are you talking about? Apparently they got Trump's doctor to weigh Elon Musk. Now, dudes, a couple months ago, before I lost a little bit of weight, I was 184 pounds. 184. I'm like 5'8". Elon Musk, 6'1". A goddamn weight on this fucking planet, he's 187. He closer to 280 than 180. I'm guessing he about 250 at least. What even is this? Age 31 to 51. Zuckerberg IQ. I don't believe none of this. 152 to 155. I don't believe Elon Musk has a giant IQ at all. I've heard the motherfucker talk. He can barely spit out a goddamn sentence. And when he does, it does not sound intelligent in any way whatsoever. Believes the dumbest things on the fucking planet. I do not believe Elon Musk is a genius. So stupid all the way around, but this is the goofy ass simulation we all live, folks. The dark comedy, the worst timeline where billionaires gonna fight each other in cages apparently. And hey, cool. I mean, I say we put them on a submarine made of carbon fiber and sink it down to the Titanic, let them fight. Whoever lives, implode it, kill them both anyway. Joking, don't really do that. But I'm on Zuckerberg's side. I'm Team Zuckerberg all the way. Mainly because I love VR, and Zuckerberg done a great job with that. So we'll see what the fuck happens. And guys, remember when Elon Musk used to talk all the time about how he was going to send people to Mars? Yeah, this is Elon Musk's big plan to begin colonizing Mars by 2020. Article from 2016. Remember in 8 years? He was going to be colonizing Mars. Remember? He was really going to do it. And here we are 9 years later. Instead, going to have a cage fight with other billionaires. Yep. Completely given up all his ideas about colonizing Mars, about space travel. Instead, took all his money, bought Twitter, and threatening to fight other billionaires in cages. Because, of course, it's the dumbest timeline. Asteroid 2024. This world, stupid. And, of course, the Elon Musk sycophants living in delusion of all times, I Am Miles Wrong, put out a poll. Who you think's going to win the cage match? Elon Musk or highly trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Mark Zuckerberg? And of course, they're like, Elon gonna win, of course. Elon definitely gonna win. Like, Elon ain't got a fucking chance. I don't care. I guess if he, like, lays on top of Mark Zuckerberg with his fat gut or something, maybe he can, like, just lay and pray for 3 rounds. But other than that, it's a foregone conclusion. Dumbest people on earth, Elon Musk fans. And then, apparently, this is real. They're so fucking weird. Jordan Peterson back on the fucking goofballs as usual. Post Elon Musk challenges Mark Zuckerberg, and he's like, naked or clothed? And there should definitely be oil involved. Yeah, Jordan Peterson. Horribly homophobic Jordan Peterson. Want to watch 2 naked billionaires wrestle in oil. That's what he's sitting over there licking his lips about. Weird. Just so weird. The dude. Creepy as fuck. And then more censorship from free speech absolutist Elon Musk. Apparently he has got rid of this account. The Plainsight account, which is a Twitter account who tracks criticism for Elon Musk companies. All their litigation, all their employee complaints. So gone from Twitter. Of course they are. Because this man does not give a shit in any way whatsoever about freedom of speech. It's all bullshit. It's simple bait and switch to allow him to platform Nazis. I've told you guys this repeatedly. And then, stupid shit like this on Twitter, folks. They're trying to equate the word cis with the word fag now. One is just an academic term, which simply means someone who's not trans is cis, and the other one is a homophobic slur meant to insult somebody and put them down. But of course, Tom Smith. Tell me how cis is any different than fag. I would tell you, but it wouldn't do any good, right? You don't actually care about this, so explaining logic and reason to you has no effect on you whatsoever because you're just a piece of shit troll whose opinion doesn't matter. So, but yeah, as Katie Montgomery says, no one has ever been beaten up by people shouting cis. A true story. And last one on Elon. Yep, they even put a warning on this tweet because it might have sensitive content. Elon's like, cisgender is a slur. Yeah, sure, Grandpa. Let's get you to the bottom of the ocean. Don't you want to see the Titanic, Elon? Come on, Elon. I say we all pitch in and buy him a free ticket. Who's with me? And that is my He Shall Be Elon coverage. What we got to say about that? Sis. They're so scared of words. Piss baby snowflakes. I am cis and I'm not offended by it. I'm also cis and straight and a white male and not offended by any of this because why would I be? I'm a grown-ass man. Prefixes are complicated. I know Latin. So scary right now. Latin. Whatever. Elon fails again. You love to see it. But the dude keeps failing his way to the top. So easy to fail your way to the top when you're rich. I'll pay for a ticket. That should do it. I'm with you. I'll chip in. Hell yeah. And holy shit, we're only 30 minutes into the show, and we're almost like halfway done. Gonna be a short show tonight. I finally did it, folks. Last chance to get your super chats in before the break. Gonna read it all after the Chud Watch. But now, let's do it. Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chud Watch. And make fun of them. Woo! And first off, on tonight's Chud Watch, we finally found out who posted bail for George Santos, folks. Somebody posted the $500,000 bond for lying con man Republican Congressman George Santos. And he's been fighting tooth and nail to hide who did it. I wonder why he's been hiding it. Well, he finally found out, and it turns out it was his dad, who was a house painter, and his aunt, who is a mail carrier, who somehow managed to scrounge up $500,000 to post as his bond. I wonder where they got the money from. $500,000 from a house painter and a mail carrier. Is to anger people, spread fear and panic to the 80-year-olds who watch their network. And so that's what they fucking do. I hope they're sued to the ground. I guess they won't be. I guess they lost $700 million to Smart Tech or whatever, Dominion voting machines, so they don't give a shit. But not surprised to see it. This is how the game is played. Lie, lie all day long. That is what the right does. And Boebert back out here filing articles of impeachment of Joe Biden. Let's see if she has a reasonable, logical explanation for why Joe Biden should be impeached.
Border crisis that has enabled the horrific trafficking of child. And as a mother, Dan, it absolutely breaks my heart to watch Joe Biden turn a blind eye to victims of child sex trafficking.
That's right, folks. Joe Biden, child sex trafficking. That's why he must be impeached, because words don't have any fucking meaning. She'll go to church all day long, give her money to the church, never question all the kids continuously raped by the church. But yeah, Joe Biden, responsible for child sex trafficking. Nothing matters. It's all nonsense all the time. Lie your way to the top if you're a Republican. And apparently every single House GOP member voted to move forward with impeachment proceedings against President Joe Biden, despite the fact that he didn't actually do anything wrong. But don't let that stop you. Nothing means anything to them. It's all political theater 100% of the time. And speaking of which, they just censored Adam Schiff, who also did nothing wrong. But this is completely going to fucking backfire on them. As Billy Baldwin, I can't believe Billy Baldwin is become a hero. Who could have predicted Billy Baldwin would be the good Baldwin brother? Billy Baldwin says, if you defend people like Donald Trump and George Santos while trying to impeach Joe Biden and censure Adam Schiff, are you that dumb? A cult member abusing power to put party before country? Your thoughts? All of the above. But like I said, going to backfire. Let's let Adam Schiff explain it to us.
So tonight the Republicans in the House voted to censure me. Let me see if I can break down what this was all about. A representative from Florida, who's one of the extreme MAGA Republicans named Luna, ironically, introduced a resolution last week to censure me. It failed. 1 out of every 10 Republicans voted against this abuse of the House process. She brought it back this week, and the main difference was that Donald Trump put out a statement saying that any Republican that voted against this censure would be or should be subject to a primary challenge.
The cult.
And as his threats have often done in the past, it worked. All those that voted against it last week voted for it this week, and it passed on a party line basis. Now, I need to tell you, this is very rare to have a censure resolution and never used to basically try to silence someone who has stood up to their party leader. That is a completely illegitimate use of a censure resolution. But you know, I'll tell you, something very surprising happened. After the vote passed, all of a sudden, Democratic members moved down into the well. Now, the well is the sort of the bottom of the House floor where the speakers line up to speak to the House. And after a resolution of censure passes, the subject of the censure, me in this case, is supposed to go to the well where they can reprimand me. But instead, what happened is it seemed like 200 of my Democratic colleagues filled the well. I remember some of the members saying, "What's going on? What's happening?" I wasn't even sure. I knew that some of the members wanted to join me in the well, but I wasn't expecting such an overwhelming response. And they shouted at Speaker McCarthy, "Shame, shame on you, shame." And it really seemed like Kevin McCarthy was the one being censured. And I have to say, I'm very grateful to my Democratic colleagues. I was proud to represent them and the caucus in investigating Donald Trump's abuse of power. I represented the caucus in the impeachment trial, and I represented the caucus again on the January 6th committee. And I think this was their way of saying, hey, you've been leading for us, we're going to be there for you. And I'm grateful to them. Finally, I would say to abuse the censure this way is something that's never been done before. And it threatens to really, again, diminish the House of Representatives as an institution. Their goal is to go after people they think are effective in standing up to them and standing up to Donald Trump, their party leader. And they hope to chill others from doing what I did. It's not going to deter me, I promise you that, but they hope it will deter others. And we need to fight back because this would be another degradation of our system of checks and balances if this kind of intimidation were to succeed, I'm going to do all I can to make sure it doesn't.
And it's amazing how much they follow everything Trump says to do. Lock, stock, and smoking barrel. They just go in line with everything. But it's going to backfire. He's going to campaign, raise funds off of it, and get reelected again. So, love to see it. And then one more from Billy Baldwin, calling out Robert Kennedy Jr. Says, Robert Kennedy Jr. told me on several occasions that he contracted hepatitis C from my father-in-law, John Phillips, when they shared needles shooting heroin back in the 1970s. I believe it. I found that to be disturbing, unsettling, and impossible to prove, because in his very next breath, he told me that he shared needles with junkies and shooting galleries up in Harlem on many occasions. So yeah, we should be taking advice from Robert Kennedy Jr. That sounds like a great idea. And then, apparently Vaseline woman Carrie Lake is being sued by fellow Republican Stephen Richer. She has been slandering him in public over and over and over again about how he stole the election from her. You can base an entire career now out of being a loser if you're a Republican. She's gone public and said this guy was responsible for her election loss. Even though he is a fellow Republican, for some reason, he sabotaged her, made the election fraudulent, and has blamed him every step of the way, which unsurprisingly has made his life bad, very bad, with all the crazy cult members coming after him, threatening him and whatnot. So gonna sue the shit out of her and going to win. She's going to just finance and campaign off of it again. That's what they do, folks. She'll play the victim, but at least some of it will be going to the people that she's actually hurting. So that's good. Sue her into the fucking ground. And then, folks, there's a new anti-woke cell service on the horizon for you. Move over, Patriot Mobile. Now there's Pure Talk. Hey, folks, do you want to pay more for your cell phone service for no reason? Do you want to sign up for AT&T, but instead of paying AT&T direct, pay actually more for AT&T service by sending some dipshit more money each month just because he claims to be a patriot? Well, now here's your choice. Pure Talk, which is a reseller of AT&T, will take your money, and then they will sign you up for AT&T and take a huge cut where you have to pay more than you would if you just gone through AT&T to begin with. But hey, at least you know in your heart you're supporting some dickhead who's claiming he's a Republican. So good. Here's Candace Owens shilling for him.
As we continue to stand strong against these woke corporations, I am always looking for alternatives that we can support that align with our values. And one company that I'm proud to stand behind, and they are proud to stand behind us as well, is Pure Talk. Mm-hmm. Pure Talk is veteran-owned and has a 100% American workforce. They share our values.
Yeah, it's him. It's one dude. All he does, folks, you pay him like $50 extra a month than you would if you just sign up directly for AT&T, and then he goes to AT&T's websites and he signs up for you, and then he takes a $50 a month cut from you. How stupid did you motherfuckers have to be? Yeah, it's all American. It's one fucking dude scamming you, paying Candace Owens a small cut of what he makes in order to con you out of your money. You guys are so fucking stupid.
Values, which is why Pure Talk is the official cell phone wireless partner of the Daily Wire. That's not the only reason. We check the coverage. It's the most dependable 5G network in the United States. They're top tier, but at a fraction of the cost of the woke companies like AT&T.
It's literally AT&T. You're literally paying more for the same service on AT&T by going through this guy. So yeah, not only are you not avoiding the woke companies, you are literally paying a company she calls woke right now, AT&T, and then paying extra to this dude too. Just so stupid.
Verizon and T-Mobile. As we continue.
But fools with their money soon parted, always be grifting. Man, it just seems like eventually they would run out of money to grift conservatives out of, but I guess the well never runs dry when you're dealing with the dumbest people in the country. And then, folks, she back! Hell yeah, Tina Forte back, and this time she's actually going to beat AOC. And I know you're like, impossible. AOC is incredibly popular, and this woman has no policies, no positions, no platform. She's incredibly unlikable, has an annoying voice. Everything about her is a big fuck no. Wrong! She got to win people over with amazing campaign videos like this one.
All right, everybody. I'm getting ready for battle. 2024. Here I come, motherfucker. Bring it!
Yeah, she's in a small gym with loud music. Gonna vote for her immediately. Gonna rush to the polls. Vote for Tina Forte. Get the fuck out of here, motherfuckers. And one more on the Chud Watch. Actor Jim Caviezel, or however you pronounce his fucking name, don't goddamn correct me on this motherfucker's name. Don't care. Don't care. Anyway, folks, any second now. It's all happening any second. Believe him, folks. I know they've been saying this for years. I know QAnonymous idiots have been promising, 5 years now? Storm is coming, but believe me, just like Jesus returning, 2 weeks. Let's have a listen.
But it was worth mentioning when I talked about adrenochrome. And I talked about that in the organ harvesting, which I didn't go into. And there's over 2 million in that one, and another 2 million in another one.
Totally.
So it's on a world level. And the biolabs that Senator Rubio talked about with the ambassador to Ukraine, I believe it's Victoria Nuland, and she gave her testimony about the biolabs. Oh, come on, guys. Look, it's right there in front of you.
Just look.
And so I think Gullibles travels are over for most Americans now. And that's what is making them quake in their boots.
We quaking, y'all.
And one of the biggest things is that it is high probable, would say, that none of these people will ever be able to walk down the street again. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. And they know it's coming. And
so
the world is going to have a rude awakening. And this will be worse than anything that anybody's ever seen.
Like your movies.
And so, but I'm okay.
But what's worse specifically? Are you talking about something on par or greater than kind of the Nuremberg trials, or?
It's greater than all of that because it's killing every child, every baby from every religion.
Like everybody's going to want retribution.
From all of the countries in the world.
Definitely.
Our children, the most innocent. And why do they do this? Because it is the greatest offense to God. These children are the most innocent and most like God.
Definitely.
And to the evil one, he loves this because it wounds God greatly.
God's a pussy. Butch up, God! I mean, you could just stop it. Like, you could do something about it, God. But, no, just keep letting it happen and whine and bitch about it. Super cool. And, that is my Chud Watch. And, folks, I have a patron, and I have exclusive content on Patreon. Could you become a patron? That'd be great. Tonight, here's Fat Dusty. What the fuck? Where's the thing? It's not up there? I don't understand. Why is it up there? Anyway, tonight, we're going to talk about the Russian Civil War. Apparently, there's a civil war about to happen in Russia, and I didn't have a lot of time to research it and do a section on it. So live tonight in the after party, we're going to research and talk about the Russian Civil War that apparently is taking place right now. It seems important to talk about, so join me. Also, some other things we're going to talk about on tonight's after party. Open to every single patron of all stripes, so plenty of time to go sign up for a patron if you want to. I would appreciate it. But now let's read the super chats. Hail to the yeah. Treat yourself. Hey, bit on vacation. Hey, appreciate it, Mitchell Guide. Yep, I am going to. Gonna get me a Mai Tai in your honor, Mitchell. Appreciate you. Venture Van, much love to you and the kiddies. Hey, much love from me and the kiddies to you, Venture Van. Unfriendly Atheist. What's up, $5? Traveling Chico for $5. You'll be in my backyard at the Peach Festival. I hope you have a fantastic time. Make sure to get some pizza in Old Forge before you head back home. All right, thanks for the recommendation. I'll check that out, Traveling. Appreciate you. Super Falsification. $20, Dusty. Hell yeah, I'm going on my first vacation of years starting Tuesday. Basically, my first real vacation ever. Estonia and Latvia for 2 weeks. You familiar with those places? Not really, but sounds like a good time. Hope you have fun. Do something fun, think of me. Mudbutt73, $20. Here's a few bucks to get your vacation started. Not much, but it's all I have. Hey, it all adds up, and that's very generous. Thank you, Mudbutts. I appreciate you. Basset Hound, $20. Jesus just formatted my hard drive. Praise the Lord. Jesus is awesome. Love Jesus and his tech support. I got to sneeze, y'all. Thank you for being you, says Boogie Person. Yeah. $2. Thank you, Boogie. Appreciate you. Tristan Canada, $5. I lost 40 pounds since the start of the year. Oh, that's amazing. I'm proud of you. Who would have thought cutting soda out of my diet would be so much? Yeah, don't drink calories. Do not drink any calories. Very important, folks. Dave Kale, $10 New Zealand. Can't stand either one, but MetaMan would own Tubby Tesla. Yes, agreed. I don't like billionaires, but if I had to pick, Zuckerberg all day long. Rocket Man, $5. Rocket Man, have fun on vacation. You are my favorite newsman. Wish I could give more. You deserve it. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you, Rocket Man. It all adds up, and gonna have a good time and think about you guys. Gonna miss you. Catalina Gearbox, $5. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg have their own epic rap battle on YouTube. Any good? I'll have to check that out. What's up, Catalina? Good to see you tonight. Big Black Corvette, super generous. Super generous. Hey, wait, jump into the world. Big Black Corvette. Happy Friday, damn it. It's a good day. It is a good day. My ex-wife is finally going to get that orange jumpsuit. She fucked around, and now she's going to find out. Bing bong, what'd she do? Oh, my. Lock her up. And Blind Nat helping us out with the socialism with 10 Cult of Dusty memberships. Hey, you guys can become Cult of Dusties for $2.99 a month and get customized emojis from the chat with. Next week, when I get back, we're going to make a not a drag queen emoji. You know you want that one. So all the cool kids are doing it. Sign up, and thank you, Blind Nat, for being a great example of what a good human being is. Lizzie Bennett. It's a kayfabe between Mark, Musk, and Zuckerberg, in my opinion. They can get stuffed in a submersible near the Titanic for all I care. Maybe. Hopefully they'll actually do it, though. That'd be fun. $10 Blazing Chronic. Dusty, are you going to record your vacation? Probably record some of it. I don't know how much I'll share, but we'll see. I'm sure I'll have stories, yeah. Fred Ricks, cats gotta love them. I do love them. Got plenty of them. They're all over the place. Making the show better. Dusty, says Charlie Kelly, eat a peach. Enjoy your vacation, brother. I don't even know if they have peaches at the Peach Festival, but I'm going to eat them anyway. Go find me one. Thank you, Charlie Kelly. Joseph M. Burkheimer, $10. Much love to you, Joseph M. Good to see you tonight. Pablo Brown, $20. Hey, Dusty, have a drink on me at a Peach Festival. Hell yeah, I'm gonna, Pablo Brown. This one's for you. Gonna pour a little out for you. $10, JJ. Appreciate you, JJ. You're one of the good ones. And John Blish, $2. Hey, Dusty, have fun on your vacation. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you. And get your super chats in, folks. Going to read the rest of them at halftime. Man, the ratings are low for the show tonight. Only 650 people joining me. That is way low. We had like 30% more last show. I guess nobody cares about Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg fighting. That's my fault for not doing a better job finding interesting topics. Whatever. It's all good. They're going to be so sorry when they realize that this is the last show for 10 days. Anyway, moving right along, folks. It's Beyond Parody. Beyond Parody! First up, on tonight's Beyond Parody. They're scared, folks, that MDMA going to make them less racist. So apparently there's an article that came out of Vice that some white nationalist took some MDMA. You know, Molly, ecstasy, good drug. Don't do drugs. But apparently he took a drug called Molly and he renounced his racist views. And then Steve Cohen donates $5 million to MDA push to go mainstream. They try to use like ketamine and MDMA to make people less racist, because what these drugs do is they make you feel more empathetic to your fellow human being, make you feel like one with the universe. And when you're on those drugs, it's really hard to be a racist piece of shit. And then a lot of those feelings and memories that you have while you're on those drugs carry over to when you're sober. And then you're like, what the fuck have I been doing in my life? And you feel guilty. And it helps. So, racist, scared as shit. And wokeness is like, the regime is now pushing for a drug to cure views they don't like. I mean, you talk about racism? Yeah, racism is more than just a view we don't like, isn't it? Anyway, it's not hard to see where this ends. Literally no regime is pushing this in any way. Just some dipshit took it, and it helped him. But Dan Peters, who's also an incredibly racist asshat, says, hey, I've got to say, I've taken MDA a lot of times, and no worries, don't worry about it. I'm still racist as fuck. MDMA didn't work on me, so you'll still be a racist piece of shit after you ecstasy. You'll be fine, assholes. God damn it, they're so weird. And one more on Beyond Parody, super short one tonight. Conservatives getting better at comedy, y'all. And us lefties, we're scared as fuck. How can I possibly compete with this level of comedy genius?
You know, the climate activist you just mentioned her, Greta Thunberg, or Von Funberg, as she is often known, because 90% of her fun is below the waterline. So she's kind of like a Von Funberg.
Get it? Greta Thunberg. But instead, Von, I don't know why, Funberg, because, you know, she's like an iceberg, Funberg, and most of her fun is under the water. Get it? The fuck does that even mean? So what you're saying is that she's actually a giant amount of fun? Most of it is just under the surface and you have to get to know her better before you realize how fun she is? That's a compliment and also horrible joke. Good God, dude. Leave it to the professionals. You're bad at this and you should feel bad about it. And that is my Beyond Parody on the last show ever of the Cult of Dusty. Sad day. What we gotta say about DSPs? Wow, I know, right? Psilocybin microdose would help so many. True story. Take them in gummy worms, little gummy bear psilocybin. Best way to do it. Molly good. I'm a fan. Drugs? What are those? Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad, y'all. I'll tell that joke at work tomorrow. It's going to kill. You're going to get a raise. Definitely. Suggest you do so. MDMA, is that ecstasy? Yes. Ecstasy, Molly, MDMA. It's the same shit. Greta is funnier. Anybody's funnier. That's a real small bar. And, all right, folks, been running long. Gonna finish this show off early tonight. What we doing next? Let's see. Oh, yeah! We only got one hero tonight. But it's a big one. No, we got two heroes. Let's do it. We could be heroes just for one day. Yeah, we could, and might as well be fucking today. First off on the heroes, big ups to whatever hero did this. Someone went out to Trump's Walk of Fame star, put a bunch of top secret boxes on it, corded off the crime scene tape. Love to see it. Someone did this to Donald Trump's star on the Walk of Fame. Hilarious. The culprit genius behind this has been identified. It's the brilliant Plastic Jesus 9. So big ups to Plastic Jesus. Pretty funny. Artist and photojournalist. Love to see it. And then, I can't believe it, folks, but for 2 weeks in a row, Chris Crispy made the heroes list. Now, don't vote for Chris Crispy. Chris Crispy has no morals, no integrities. Giants in every sense of the word, piece of shit. But as long as he's going out there telling the truth about Trump and hitting back at the evangelicals who worship Trump, I'll allow it. Here he is, met with boos from evangelicals as he gets up in front of them and actually has the guts to tell them the fucking truth.
Now, there are a lot of people who wonder, after I was the first candidate to endorse Donald Trump in 2016, the very first. After he made me chairman of his transition, after he made me chairman of his opioid and drug abuse commission, after, and this one will keep you up at night, everybody, after I played Hillary Clinton in debate prep. You won't be able to sleep thinking about that one tonight. And after I played Joe Biden in debate prep in 2020, why am I running for president of the United States? I'm running because he's let us down. He has let us down because he's unwilling. He's unwilling to take responsibility for any of the mistakes that were made, any of the faults that he has, and any of the things that he's done. And that is not leadership, everybody. That is a failure of leadership. And you can boo all you want.
Cool, nothing like that.
But here's the thing.
Boo, motherfuckers.
Our faith teaches us that people have to take responsibility for what they do. People have to stand up and take accountability for what they do. And I cannot stand by, and as soon as I've started to be critical, after all of that, and after you offered me White House Chief of Staff, now what he does is call me names. and belittle me. And I will tell you, if all you do is disagree with someone, and in return you get that kind of treatment, I've joined a great list of Americans like Rex Tillerson and Jim Mattis and Mark Esper and Mick Mulvaney and John Kelly and all the rest. And you can love him all you want, but I will tell you that doing those kind of things makes our country smaller. It makes our country smaller, and it makes us lesser.
Yep, not going to win, but hey, as long as he's beating the shit out of Trump, I'll allow it. I had another clip from him, but I'm going to skip it because you get the picture, what you gotta do. And all right, let's go ahead and move on to a little section I like to call And first up, on tonight's Woke Panic, folks, Ron DeSantis talking about woke like it's a human being, like it's some kind of nefarious, evil Bond villain who is the president and fucking up our country. He has nothing else to talk about. This is his entire political playbook. Lame as fuck. Let's watch.
And some people say not to worry about woke, that it's not something that we should be concerned of. First of all, having a society that's rooted in truth is important.
Says the Christian. Literally, the dude does not give a fuck about truth. Literally a Catholic who believe when they put a cracker in their mouth, it literally turns into the blood and body of Christ. What the fuck? Just so stupid.
Don't tell me that a man can get pregnant and expect me to accept that.
Don't tell me a virgin can get pregnant and expect me to accept that.
Will not accept that, and we cannot have a society that accepts that.
Can we have a society that believes that donkeys talked or long hair gives you magical powers or that God murdered himself to assuage himself of the crimes he convicted us of? Any of that?
But even aside from that, don't think that woke doesn't have an impact on your life and will really be able to have a devastating impact if it takes hold even further.
Oh, no.
When woke takes our economy by things like ESG, the average person becomes poorer as a result of that. When woke overtakes the education system, the average student becomes dumber as a result of that. When woke overtakes our criminal justice system, like it has in San Francisco, like it has in Los Angeles, the average person becomes less safe in their communities as a result in it. Don't tell.
Everything I don't like is woke, folks. Every bad thing on earth, I just label it woke. I can't define it. I have no definition of it. But just believe me, you should be very scared. And here he is talking about the problem San Francisco is having.
Don't tell me it doesn't affect people's lives. I was just in San Francisco.
What were you doing in San Francisco? I can't imagine.
I saw in 20 minutes on the ground, people defecating on the sidewalk.
Why are you looking at people's buttholes, Ron DeSantis?
I saw people using fentanyl. I saw people smoking crack right there in the open, right there on the street. It was a...
I bet you like to smoke some crack.
Civilization in decay. And it was as a result of leftist ideology, pursued leftist policies.
That's right, folks. Nobody except for leftists have homeless problems and drug problems. There's no possible way a right-wing governor could ever have any kind of crime or homeless. What's this? Florida? Oh, yeah, here's Florida. Definitely downtown Florida. Looks exactly the same. Bunch of drug addicts, homeless people, poverty everywhere. Ron DeSantis on your watch. Oh, I guess this proves Ron DeSantis woke. The woke policies of Ron DeSantis right here on display for us all to see. Get him out of there immediately, conservatives. And then over on Fox News, they're doing what they can to spread fear and panic all the time with their woke nonsense. Here they are claiming that the left supports just willy-nilly chopping off body parts of little children. And because we're so evil, it's going to lead to a civil war. And this time we are going to lose just like we did the first time. Because, you know, the lefties, it was us fighting for slavery. Wasn't it?
So what he does is he shifted the debate to children. She didn't, he did. So all of a sudden now you're into this world of gender affirmation care, which is the removal of healthy organs from children who are going through some kind of confusion.
No, that is not what gender affirmation care is. Now, if you're listening to me and you're conservative, please understand that you're being lied to. When somebody says gender affirming care, what they're talking about is calling the child by their preferred pronouns. If they feel like they're a girl, if they want to be called she, her, call them that. If they want to dress like a girl, you can allow them to dress however they want to. If you want to let their hair grow long, you can let their hair grow long. Nobody is talking about cutting off body parts of children. Now, in some incredibly rare situations, in fact, I've done immense research and I've only found 3 cases this actually happened. But in 3 cases, there were these young, I guess, trans boys who wanted their breasts removed when they were 13 and 14-year-olds, and they went to their parents and they said, if you don't let me do this, I'm going to kill myself. And then their parents didn't want them to kill themselves, so they took them to the doctor, and they told the doctor, if you don't do this, I am going to kill myself. And so in this very few rare situations where these parents and the doctors didn't know what to do, yes, they gave mastectomies to these young men, I guess. And whether they should have done this or not, yes, I think this is debatable. Fine. But nobody on the left wants children to have their body parts lopped off. In fact, just the opposite is the right that wants this. The right who ensures the vast majority of male children are circumcised in this country. A giant part of their penis cut off. There are more nerve endings in the foreskin than there are in the clitoris, folks. It is the clitoris of the male penis chopped off for religious purposes. Almost every child in this country, they don't actually give a shit about any of this. Lies, misinformation, fear. That's all the fuck they have. They are the ones doing exactly what they accused everybody else of. Every accusation is a confession to these motherfuckers.
All right? So if you, the Democrats, Dick Durbin, you want to defend the removal of healthy organs for kids, have at it.
Nobody is defending healthy removal of organs from kids, dude. Almost no one is in favor of that. We're willing to have this debate whether this should be done or not. But that's not what we're fucking talking about. We're talking about gender affirming care, and the fact that you have to lie about it proves that you ain't got shit.
You'll just start another war like you did with slavery, and you're going to lose this one too, because no one thinks this is good. No one thinks this is moral. You have to ask yourself, when people were defending slavery and when they were defending Jim Crow or when they were going through Nazi Germany, why didn't people realize what they were doing was evil?
Because they read the Bible. The Bible specifically said it's okay to own slaves. It says specifically you can beat your slaves. It's biblical, and they were Christian, and they were conservatives doing exactly what the God of the Bible told them to do. You fucking liar.
There are doctors that are removing healthy organs.
Yep.
They're removing external genitalia, breasts. They're blocking puberty, which billions of people have gone through. Billions of people have gone through puberty. The idea of stopping it, maybe perhaps it's for a rare cancer, but this is not what we're talking about. These people don't see themselves as villains.
They aren't. If you are trans and you want your puberty stopped, it's completely fine. You don't take those drugs until you're actually going through puberty. And then once you're going through puberty, if you want to stop it, you can. And once you stop taking the puberty blockers, you go through fucking puberty. It's completely fucking reversible. So yeah, it's not a real issue here.
They don't, but they are. And they may not see this for years from now. We were talking about this about in 100 years. Will we see eating animals as something that is disgusting? I don't think you even have to go that far. In 10 years, the people that participated in this butchery, they will lose their medical license. They may go to jail. Because the more people learn about this, the more disgusted they are. And it crosses all political lines. It crosses all races, creeds, and get this, sexual orientation.
Yeah, right. We all agree that you shouldn't be lopping off the body parts of healthy people. Except we don't agree because you guys do it continuously to all your babies. But they're male children, so that doesn't fucking count, right? You don't actually care about any of this. Just gross, sick human beings. And over on Newsmax, try to spread the fear and the woke panic all the time. Even if there's not a pride flag in your children's classroom, don't worry. It's probably hiding in the janitor's closet, y'all.
The scary thing is, folks, a lot of kids have phones in schools and they're taping their teachers doing some of these crazy, wacky things. And now they're going after the younger ones, the really young ones that may not even aren't old enough to have.
You mean preachers? You talk about pastors, right?
Have a phone at school, Alex.
Yeah, it's very sad and very scary that they're going after the young ones. And I also want to point out it's not just the young ones, it's all ages. And it was just revealed this week that Texas Christian University has a drag course, a Christian school. The biggest mistake conservative parents are making right now is sending their kids to a private or Christian school at any level.
Keep them at home. So they're weird, antisocial dregs of humanity like you guys are. Keep them away from us. That sounds like a great idea.
Thinking that their children are safe from LGBTQ ideology. Your Christian school kids aren't safe from this extremism. You're just...
That's how far right they've gone, folks. Even Christian schools are not right-wing enough anymore. Even Christian schools are woke now.
Paying more for it. Trust me on that, because just because there isn't a pride flag in your child's classroom, it doesn't mean that it's not hiding in the janitor's closet, okay? You are the only barrier between your children and the state.
Why a pride flag hiding in the janitor's closet? Is the janitor proud? And then if so, why is that a problem?
We have to start acting like it.
Patricia, the scary...
So be afraid! They everywhere, folks. They in the closet. They in your trash can. They're going to jump out and get rainbows on you any second. It's terrible. And Stu Peters, who literally gets paid just to say the craziest shit he can possibly think of, and I'm part of the problem by even covering him, but that's what we do. Anyway, speaking of woke panic, I know you guys aren't going to be able to believe this. They find a way to make everything about wokeness. They find a way to blame the left for every problem that exists on the planet. So I know you're thinking, there's no way they could spin the Titan submarine implosion and make it about wokeness. Well, you would be wrong, folks. Apparently, the Ocean Gate sub was purposely sunk because of the Jews.
Chances are, by this point, all of the people on that submarine that sank trying to reach the Titanic are dead.
They are dead.
From running out of oxygen, if not from having the entire sub implode like an aluminum can. At least that's the story that literally every news outlet is running with.
That's the truth, yeah.
But you know, our policy, if the entire media is in alignment on something, then there's probably something hidden.
That's a bad policy.
What if all of this is actually a ploy to keep people from visiting the Titanic wreckage? But if that's the goal, why?
Why?
Maybe because if people explore the Titanic too much, they would discover that it wasn't an iceberg that sank the Titanic.
No, what was it?
There's a lot of alternative theories about how that sinking occurred.
Like?
That it was intentionally sunk as part of an elaborate insurance scam, and even that it was sunk by a newly created Federal Reserve.
Oh.
Zach Voorhees is a reliable software engineer who turned whistleblower from inside of Google. He's been exploring all of this. He had a long Twitter thread about it, and he joins us now, Zach.
Right, folks, it's the Jews. The woke Jews blew up the Titanic, and they don't want anybody to know, so they'll kill you. Hey, why didn't they kill Cameron when he was going down there like 20 fucking times to film it? Seems like they would have killed that dude, right? And all right, we're going to get to some more people blaming wokeness for the implosion. It's sort of out of order. But before we get there, folks, you can hear what happened to Christian Walker. So apparently, incredibly gay Christian Walker, who has made his entire career as a right-wing influencer, done nothing but spread every anti-gay, homophobic, right-wing narrative he possibly can to build himself up as a right-wing influencer. Well, I guess now he's decided he's changed his tune. He moved to Florida. And shockingly, they're not so nice to the gays over there. All his gay friends did what they do with him anymore. The entire gay community abandoned him for spreading homophobia and hatred. So he's moved back to California, and he decided he wants to rebrand, y'all. And he's doing an apology tour now. Let's listen to a little bit of, and then hear what the reaction from Black Twitter is about it.
If you didn't know already, it seems like conservative influencer Christian Walker is officially done with politics. Recently, Christian moved back to the blue state of California after moving to the red state of Florida, and this is what he had to say.
I'm not going to live a life angry at everything. That's not going to characterize my life. I mean, I don't even recognize what I was doing, to be quite honest. So happy to be here, so happy to just be going down a different path, and I am just so happy.
Now this comes after Christian had a huge breakdown after moving to Florida to be around more conservatives and exposing his father for alleged abuse against his mother. On top of that, Christian changed the caption on his Florida reveal post to a long paragraph to keeping this up, but it didn't work out, LMAO. He's also taken down all of his political story highlights, taken down a lot of political posts, and now calls himself infamous. Will you forgive and forget the infamous Christian Walker?
Nope. Not enough. It's more than just apologizing. He's not really even apologizing. You have to specifically point out everything you said and you did. You have to walk it back, explain why it was wrong, why it was harmful, and then your behavior has to change going forward, and you have to actively make amends to rectify all the harm you've done. You don't just get to say sorry and not mention what you're sorry about. You don't get to just delete the shit and sweep it under the rug. Of course, you kind of do. That's what Shoe on Head did. That's what they all do, right? And even left-wing influencers will have people like him on and rehabilitate his entire image without him having to do the hard work, because that's how the fucking game's played. But not for me, fucko. I don't forgive you, and neither does Francesca Ramsey, who I love. Let's hear what she has to say about it.
I don't even recognize what I was doing, to be quite honest.
I'm sorry, did the meaning of honest change? Because I remember what Christian Walker built his platform on. Lots of anti-blackness, being a pick-me for Donald Trump, more anti-blackness and coddling racists. What is it about bigots invoking Martin Luther King's name to excuse bigotry and racism? Christian says MLK would be rolling in his grave. How did he get in that grave, though? How? Who put him there? Christian also participated in a lot of transphobia, because what would a conservative pick-me be without shitting on members of his own community? More transphobia. Can't forget that anti-choice rhetoric and sexism. I'll just leave this here. I think it speaks for itself. What Christian Walker is doing is not new, nor is it authentic. This is what's known as performative contrition. You often see this behavior from narcissists and abusers, where instead of actually acknowledging the harm that they've caused and how they're going to go ahead and repair it, their apology focuses on themselves. It's all about how bad they feel and how much they need you to forgive them and how much they would love to move on. And then they like to distance themselves from their behavior by saying, I don't even recognize that person. It was so long ago. I've grown. I've changed so much. Just like Kelly Cadigan on TikTok, Omarosa, and Stacey Dash, Christian Walker is following in the footsteps of the pick-me's behind him and changing his image not because it's the right thing to do, but because it's the profitable thing to do. Can people change? Absolutely. But change requires action. As I always say, the best apology is changed behavior.
Yep. Dead on, Francesca Ramsey. But yeah, he'll be on Destiny. He'll be on Vol. She'll be back on Hassan B. He'll get millions of views out of this. Tons of fucking new subscribers and shit. Meanwhile, people like me, crickets. Just depressing as fuck, but hey, that's how the game is played, and a lot of you continue to reward these left-wingers that do this, so what are you going to fucking say? I mean, nothing you do about it. And then, back to the woke panic and how wokeness somehow was responsible for the Titan implosion. So, apparently, one quick soundbite from the CEO of the Titan, where he's trying to sound cool and hip, where he's talking about, hey, we didn't hire any old 50-year-old white dudes to work on this. We're trying to hire younger, more innovative people to help us push the envelope and forward this technology. So this is how the game is played now. Whenever a tragedy happens, whenever something bad happens, they dig through everything surrounding the tragedy to try to find one quote or one thing that could be connected to wokeness or progress or diversity. And then they blame the entire tragedy on wokeness. Everything is caused by wokeness, folks. Somehow, believe it or not, still, this tragedy, woke. Don't believe me. Well, I'll go ahead and show that. Charlie Kirk immediately going public to point out, woke. They died because of wokeness, even though literally the Titan sub was being piloted by a 50-something-year-old white dude, okay? Even if he said he wasn't hiring old white dudes to work the sub, literally it was being worked by an old white dude. Had nothing to do with wokeness whatsoever. Had to do with rich assholes cutting corners in order to make tons of money for themselves and not caring about their own lives or the lives of their customers. That's what this is all about. This is all about unfettered, unregulated capitalism. But no, folks, it's about wokeness.
But this is an interesting piece of tape. The CEO of OceanGate, who I believe is in the submarine.
Yes, he was.
They say that he hired younger, more inspirational people over experienced 50-year-old white guys.
He didn't do any of that. He was just trying to sound hip and cool in this interview. And it's one little blurb out of everything he's ever spoken in public.
Other sub-operators typically have experienced ex-military 50-year-old white guys. I wanted our team to be younger, to be inspirational, because I'm not going to inspire a 16-year-old technology.
Yeah, but literally it was piloted by him, an experienced 50-plus-something-year-old white guy. So what is your point?
So one could make the argument that the CEO was promoting diversity and or irrelevant characteristics over merit. So this ties into a theme that we've been talking about, that we care more about merit than race. Makes you wonder.
It doesn't, but go ahead.
Play cut 50.
Yes, I mean, when I started the business, one of the things you'll find, there are other sub-operators out there, but they typically have gentlemen who are ex-submariners, and you'll see a whole bunch of 50-year-old white guys. I wanted our team to be younger, to be inspirational, and I'm not going to inspire a 16-year-old to go pursue marine technology.
Again, I don't want to overly politicize it.
You're 100% doing that. That is what you're doing. You're taking a little soundbite out of context and politicizing this whole fucking thing, Charlie Kirk.
The left's job. What the left did yesterday is they were saying, well, OceanGate has a history of donating to Republicans, as if that's like a super relevant thing, right?
It is a relevant thing, because the reason they're donating to Republicans is so they don't have to suffer from regulations. They don't want to have to go through the safety regulations. And by donating to Republicans, they can run dangerous businesses and make tons of money for themselves. And then when something bad happens, it's socialism. When something bad happens, the Coast Guard, the taxpayers have to spend millions upon millions of dollars to try to rescue these people and find out what's going on. But meanwhile, before that happens, you guys get to keep all the money you get from cutting the corners. The $250,000 a goddamn ticket, you get to keep that. So you privatize the wins and you socialize the losses. That's why this is relevant, Charlie Kirk.
Right? There are 6 people that are running out of oxygen, 13,000 surface, we think.
They're dead.
And the Daily Beast sends out a story, but you have to know about their political donations. These people...
I mean, that's exactly what you're doing, you fucking hypocrite.
...are repugnant, repulsive, and disgusting for publishing an article like that. It is, however, separate to say that, do you get your best in life?
Yeah, saying that, let me continue to politicize it.
Do you get excellence if you care about things that don't matter? If it is true, this person tragically passes away, the CEO of OceanGate, and he says that he was choosing and selecting his personnel based on not wanting to have 50-year-old white guys.
He's literally talking about not wanting somebody old stuck in the mud, somebody with new ideas and innovation, right? But woke, you know you're doing that, Charlie. You're politicizing it, and not the only one. The quarter powdering, death by woke. They died because they were woke. Sorry, no whites, even though they were all white, every fucking one of them, and the guy driving the thing was fucking white. No whites, definitely. That's what caused it. And ALX, one of the big Twitter accounts that Elon Musk sponsors and repeatedly signal boosts for. One of the many on the right claiming it was a conspiracy theory, y'all. Joe Biden, who is somehow a senile old man who doesn't know where he is, but also at the same time a criminal mastermind playing 10D chess, 100 moves ahead of everybody. So they're posting, interesting, U.S. Navy heard what is believed was Titan implosion days ago. Underwater microphones designed to detect enemy submarines first detected Titan tragedy. So they were trying to keep this under the wraps a little bit because they didn't want the enemy to know that they had these top secret microphones that could hear stuff like implosions under the water, which is why it didn't come out quickly. But the next thing you know, it's a big conspiracy. A top-secret U.S. Navy acoustic tech exchange designed to spot enemy submarines first heard the Titan sub implosion hours after the submersible bid its mission. The Navy asked that the specific system used not to be named, citing national security concerns. Obviously, that's what it was about. But it's a conspiracy, y'all. Next thing you know, Jack piece of shit is like, holy shit, the Washington Journal is reporting the U.S. Navy detected the Titan implosion on Sunday, but Biden held the news until today's whistleblower testimony on Hunter. The entire thing was a distraction. That's right. Only that is not what they said at all. The Wall Street Journal didn't mention Joe Biden, period. Joe Biden had nothing to do with this in any way, but don't let facts get in the fucking way of the conspiracy theory. Tranny seaman, Joey Marinero is like, wokeness killed the people on that submarine. Let that sink in. They died because the woke CEO said he wouldn't hire 50-year-old white men, even though he was a 50-year-old white man driving it, who knew how to command submarines. Literally, a 50-year-old white man was commanding the submarine, and would rather train others. As the CEO died too, that's the next level of go woke, go broke. Got him, Marinero. And lots of people spreading this bullshit. Here's a Leia Halpern. The submarine thing is suspicious. It seems very far-fetched that a bunch of billionaires would take such a risky trip. Yeah, because billionaires are so goddamn smart. To check out the Titanic ruins. I mean, surely they have more pressing things to do, as billionaires literally had nothing else to do but get themselves killed trying to create a cool story for their life. And now they disappeared. Sounds like an escape plan. Yeah, this is all a false flag. They're all escaped to some kind of underground bunker. They're really alive, y'all. TJ Sharp said, did they have dirt on the Clintons? Likely, yeah. It was probably the Clintons that killed them. Hillary Clinton, the biggest villain in the history of mankind, could just kill people instantly with a thought. Cat Turd is like, so let me get this straight. The Biden regime knew the submarine imploded Sunday. I mean, the Navy knew it. But used their media propagandists to push they're running out of oxygen. I'm pretty sure they didn't have anything to do with the media reporting that story all week to deflect from Hunter's crimes. God save us from these scumbags and lowlifes. Sickening. Yep. God save us from you lying and creating bullshit conspiracy theories to fool and distract people with. Graham Allen says, are you kidding me? The Wall Street Journal is reporting that USA detected the implosion. I already read that one, but no, they didn't say any such thing. Lies, lies, damnable lies. That's all you got. Keep your idiots distracted at all times while you make money. And also, members of our own government spreading this conspiracy theory. Here's Representative Troy Nehls saying he believed Biden knew all about it. Let's listen.
I mean, so why would the government, why would we continue to just, I guess, give people hope? Maybe give their families hope that these people were still alive? I think they wanted emotion here. They wanted the American people to pray for these people on the sub. We're counting down 72 hours. We got 36 left because the two stories that broke were very, very damaging to this administration. I believe that could be the case, and we need to investigate it all.
Man, I'm just saying, if what you guys are saying is true, us leftists are badass. We're so fucking far ahead of you guys in every way. How are you going to compete with us? Joe Biden, mastermind, playing 30 goddamn D chess, stole the election from Trump. Trump couldn't do fucking about it except for whine, piss, and moan. We planted classified documents on Trump. We gonna put his ass in jail while you guys just sit there and twiddle your fucking thumbs and don't do shit about it. Goddamn, we own you guys. We fucking own you. You're so pathetic. Holy shit. Embarrassing, conservatives. If only that were true. That would be, it wouldn't be great, but would sort of be funny a little bit. And then, BBC breaking news, Titanic sub landing frame and rear cover among the debris found. And then more people are like, so they only found debris just after oxygen ran out? Too much coincidence makes this headline seem scripted. That's right. It's all a psyop, folks. Nothing is real. It's all a movie. And you know who's really to blame for this? Women. Fucking women and feminists. They're the ones who made this millionaire CEO implode his shitty, unsaved submersible. Kiprano says, suddenly feminists are not complaining of women being excluded in the submarine voyage to the Titanic. Yeah, that's what we're all thinking about. Why didn't more women die? Isn't that what feminists are thinking? Totally. Fucking feminist. Psh. And then once again, it was reported continuously that the CEO of the Titan sub was like, safety schmafety. All kinds of people sending him letters saying, you gonna get people killed. And he's like, yeah. Baseless cries. We don't need no fucking safety on this goddamn submarine. And this clip went super viral of him going public saying, hey, sometimes you gotta be a rule breaker. I'm the bad boy of the submersible industry. Psh, I'm a trailblazer. You motherfuckers need to follow my lead and stop being so safe and breaking your rules.
I'd like to be remembered as an innovator. I think it was General MacArthur said, you're remembered for the rules you break. And, you know, I've broken some rules to make this. Oh. I think I've broken them with logic and good engineering behind me. Carbon fiber and titanium. There's a rule you don't do that. Well,
yeah. I love this line. Carbon fiber and titanium, they say you don't do that. Well, I did it.
The carbon fiber and titanium, there's a rule you don't do that. Well, I did.
There's a reason there's a rule you don't do it. Because carbon fiber is infamous for shattering out of nowhere. Just like your shit did. And yeah, you will be known for breaking rules, but not exactly in the way you wanted to. You fucking dead asshole. Good God. Rich people were a mistake. And then, if you were wondering what it would be like to be on the Titan as it was descending with their carbon fiber shell, yep, that'll be it. Boom. Apparently the whole thing heated up to the surface of the sun in 30 milliseconds, and they all turned to red goo. So not the best. Might want to follow the rules and have a little bit of regulation. Just my opinion. And here's some irony for you. Apparently the wife of the guy that died in the Titan submarine was herself a relative of two of the people that were on the Titanic, and they were actually characters in the movie. They made a fictional scene in the movie of her relatives in bed, dying on the Titanic. So once again, real life, marrying art. I already talked about that, folks. Let's see what else we want here. And you guys seen the train wreck that is the stepson of the guy, the billionaire that died on the Titan sub? This guy is weird as fuck. Now, I think this guy might be autistic, and that might be part of the issue here, but he's been putting out some really strange videos like this one.
Here before a few times, and I'm quite aware we're dying.
And so, yeah, this guy's going to get more money than he can spend in 1,000 lifetimes, folks. You don't have to be smart. Your mom just has to marry a certain dude, and then your kids are rich forever in this shithole world we live in. This fuck system. And then apparently he was flirting with OnlyFans models. Bree is like, you're in my thoughts and prayers. And Brian is like, thank you so much. We've interacted, and I've liked your posts. For years, it's been horrible how mean people can be and even make things up. But you are a really sweet person, and I thank you again. Hey, I'm about to be rich as fuck. Holler! And yeah, bro got morning wood. Definitely. Morning wood. Get it? It's a play on words. Pretty funny. And then apparently he had a public feud with Cardi B. Because, yeah, when your dad just died horribly, very publicly, and then you went to a Blink-182 concert as he was red goo in the ocean, the first thing you want to do is to have a public feud with Cardi B.
So you take a complete bitch like Cardi B, has no idea what's going on. Her career is in such turmoil, she needs clout off other people's suffering. And she's like, he won't go help, blah, blah, blah. He goes to a rock concert, this and that. Tries to use the situation to exploit, like the news. They're not like feeling sorry that my mom has to take care of 2 kids. Not really giving a fuck that my stepdad's probably 99% chance he's dead.
100%.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't care how we feel. Just trying to like fucking make gains. People like trolling, getting hate mail, all these things. And it's just fucked up. And to have Cardi B behind it, Cardi B, like, fucking grow up, get some class. Like, you're tasteless.
Tasteless Cardi B. So then he deleted his entire Twitter account after he was roundly made fun of by the entire internet. So, so long, Richly Spec. We hardly knew ye. And we're going to skip that one and go to the last one here. A lot of people making jokes about the billionaires who imploded in the submarine. And a lot of fake outrage from conservatives out there. I dare you make fun of people who died. Well, I wonder why our world is so unsympathetic to rich assholes now. Let's let this guy explain it to us.
You should be upset, but I don't want you to stop there. I don't want you to stop at being upset that there are some folks that are laughing at another human being's despair. I want you now to ask the next question, right? Don't get intellectually lazy now. Ask the next question. What could have possibly happened in these last 100 years to create a condition where millions of working class people have almost no empathy for a billionaire in despair? What could have happened? It can't just be that poor people are just angry and jealous. Like, don't get intellectually lazy now. You ask the question, go all the way, figure the whole thing out. Where could this lack of empathy come from? Could it be that poor and middle class, lower class people see the wealth that their labor creates being profiteered on at near oligarchy levels? So much so that they themselves are paywalled from the very things that their labor is supposed to provide them, like healthcare, like education, like access to education. Their living conditions are being commodified to such an extreme level that they don't even know if they can live in the places that they grew up in. And all of this is happening at the hands of millionaires and billionaires that are taking too much from what they're not creating. Could it be that? We literally just went through a global pandemic and watched millionaires and billionaires on corporate earning calls brag about raising the prices of basic goods to rake in record profits when we needed them the most. You're seeing these jokes online and you think that people are not nice, but the truth is people are not dumb. Large corporation CEOs and billionaires fight tooth and nail. They hire lobbyists after lawyer after politician to make sure that the minimum wage stays exactly where it is as these large corporations grow exponentially inside based off of the labor of the people that they refuse to pay a living wage. You are never going to find empathy out of those people.
Yeah, that's fucking nailed it. And yeah, I feel bad because like the billionaire's 19-year-old son died. Apparently he was terrified, didn't go on the trip, but he went on the trip with his dad for Father's Day. Feel sorry for him. I think there was another billionaire on there. But I do feel sorry for some of them. I don't really feel too sorry for the CEO, who is the one that cut the corners, who got these people killed for no fucking reason. But yeah, our sympathy for billionaires is all the fuck run out. Especially since, like I said, they want to privatize the wins and socialize the losses. $250,000 a ticket, that's right in their pocket. But when something goes wrong because they didn't have enough safety precautions, because they didn't pay into the system that would regulate them, yeah. Now suddenly millions of dollars of our money have to go to rescue everybody. It's always the fucking way. And, all right. That is my woke panic / subspiracy theory section tonight. What we gotta say, data success. Get your super chats in, folks. Still got plenty of show. We're going to do Karen Too Much. I got 2 quick Karens. Then we're going to do the slow news week before we get out of here. So we got about another 15 minutes of show before we go to the after party where we going to look into the Russian Civil War that's supposedly happening. Is that true? We'll find out together. But anyway, capitalism is fine. Definitely capitalism. No problems here. Nothing to see. Woke idiots. Woke. It's all woke. Bravo, sir. Yeah, that dude, superhero, nailed it. Love this bloke. Me too. Tax the rich. Will do. I wish my boss's submarine would implode. Psh. Pray. That'll get it done. Yup, speak. He didn't care one iota about his stepdad, or somehow it's Cardi B's fault. Nah, he didn't care. He counted that money already trying to get in the DMs of OnlyFans models. You know it's true. And all right, moving right along, folks. I didn't move the Karen section over yet. God damn it. So, sing along with me, a little acapella. It's clear you're just a mess. You should be caring less. It's obvious you're completely out of touch. 'Cause, bitch, you're caring too much. I didn't nail it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that song. And first off, all the Karens. I've never seen a person who I believe is more of a Kid Rock fan than this one. If you were to ask me to paint what I think a Kid Rock fan is, it would be this gentleman out of New York.
Right one. Bitch, I smelled your pussy from down the street, you fucking stupid bitch. What the fuck did you say? To me, who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out of my face, bro. You look like a fucking dude with a dick. Yeah, you must be, son. Is you a him as a hers or you as a fuck you, bitch, and you too.
Are you serious?
Fuck out of here.
Are you serious?
You cunt hoe motherfuckers.
Get out of my
Did you ask to
neighborhood.
record me, you
Get
stupid?
out of
Did
my
you
neighborhood.
fucking ask to record me, you stupid cunt? I'll spin your fucking face, bitch.
Do it.
Bitch. You fucking ever recording of me, I'm a fucking...
Do it. You want the cops to come? Really? Is that what you want? Is that what you fucking want? Get the fuck out of here. You're corny. You need to leave. You're corny. Get the fuck out. Nobody cares about you. It's time for you to leave. Nobody gives a fuck.
You're in my fucking...
Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Walk the fuck away. Get the fuck. Keep going. Out. Get the bye.
Give me my fucking cane back, you cunt. Give me my fucking cane back, you cunt. I'm an invalid. I'm a fucking invalid, you fucking cunt. Give me my fucking walking stick back, you stupid cunt. Yeah, call the cops now, bitch.
Hey, don't touch her. Get out. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Give me my fucking cane back, you fucking stupid bitch.
Look.
Yeah, fuck you. Cunts like you. Give me my cane back. I can't fucking walk like that.
Call the police.
Bye.
Call the police.
All class, all the time.
Oh my god. No,
Fuck you, leave me the fuck alone, you stupid cunt.
Bow it about a bang a dang diggy.
Fuck you.
I don't know what they do. Come on, honey.
If white trash were a human, personified.
We want the police. Fucking New York motherfuckers are niggers. All of you.
There it is.
Fucking niggers.
There it is.
Fucking motherfuckers from Moscow. Or fucking
No, we walked by and
he said like terrible things.
We called the police. I don't know.
I don't know like why they're doing. Are you okay?
Just brain broke. Trying to think of anything you can to hurt them. So the N-word always comes to the mind of fucking losers. That's all they got. And then one more. All the Karens still mad about Juneteenth, yo.
Juneteenth is, excuse me, what's happening to the white people?
Oh my God, won't somebody finally, for once in the history of this country, think about the white people? Sigh.
Have a black Miss America.
Oh no.
They have a black college.
Oh no.
They have a black month.
Oh no.
What do we have?
Every other day on the goddamn calendar. Any day that ends in a Y, all of it. It was literally all built specifically for the fuck us. Still is. What you talking about, Willis?
And now they have Juneteenth.
Oh no.
Yes, I understand.
They don't have Juneteenth, you stupid fucking cunt. We have Juneteenth. It's a celebration of the best thing Americans have ever done as a country, the abolition of slavery. It is not a black holiday. It is a human holiday. If you don't, with every fiber of your being, want to celebrate the emancipation of your fellow human being from slavery, you are such an immense fucking piece of shit. I don't even want you to be my fellow American.
Understand there was slavery, don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong.
But there was also a Holocaust, and that was more recent than slavery.
Yeah. Knock, knock. Guess what, bitch? America didn't cause the Holocaust. We fought against that. But America did cause American slavery, which is why we're celebrating the abolition of it.
but you don't hear the Jews saying, gimme, 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 gimme.
Okay, first off, if by the Jews you mean Israel, no one has ever been more gimme, gimme, gimme than Israel. How many goddamn hundreds of fucking billions of dollars every year do we give Israel? Israel is the biggest welfare goddamn queen on the planet.
Point of Juneteenth. What is it?
Celebration of abolition of slavery.
I don't know.
Well, crack a book, you ignorant bitch. Just because you don't fucking know don't mean it's not important. You don't want to know. That's the goddamn problem. And that is my quick Karen section. Last chance to get your super chats in, folks. Gonna do a slow news week. And then we're going to go to the after party. So support the greatest show. We about to hit 2 hours. We did it. Imbecile, tell him, Dusty. Oh, I will. You know me. Good point, Dusty. Psh, I occasionally have one or two. Unfucking believable. Yep, but it's not. Is it Chris Rock that says, imagine how racist you have to be not to take a day off work? It's just, good God, what is wrong with these people? And, all right. Last up, hold your ears. It's time for some slow news week. Slow news week with Dusty Smith. Yeah! Uh-oh. I scared the cat away. Sorry, cat. Sorry, cat. I did it. And folks, been a long time since I played this clip, but somebody tagged me in it. Thought I would share it with you guys once again in case you've never seen this one before. You guys remember back in the day, back in the early 70s when I was a B movie actor and I was involved in the greatest movie scene in the history of mankind? Where's the fucking, God damn it. Where is the volume button? Why is it so dark you can't see? Anyway, real life, folks, here's me in Turkey back in the 70s. Acted my ass off. I'm good. I am good. Stop shooting me! Ow! Bitch! What? In my back? Again? I'm already dead! Didn't win a single award for that. Not a single award. I was robbed. Fucking robbed. I can't believe it. Anyway. Real life, even though I was only like 3 when that movie was made. That was me, y'all. And then. Okay, I guess that's it. I guess that's the only one I had. I thought there was more than that. Apparently all the rest of these are about the Russian war. So apparently Russia is having a civil war right now over the Ukrainian war. It seems bad. Seems bad. So we got to cover that. Do all the research, read the report, see if we can get to the bottom of this on the after party starting right now. So be sure to go sign up on my Patreon, patreon.com/podcast. The link in the description of this video. Do it to it. So if you bail out, hit the like button before you go. Please hit the like button before you go. I'm not going to be here for a week, so be sure to leave me comments and all the things when I'm gone. Have a peachy time on vacation. Dusty, love you. Hey, appreciate you, Phoenix. $5 for coffee. Thank you, Kubert. Gonna have one in your honor. Catalina, $10 in the year 3000. The only thing conservatives will say is woke, woke. They'll be on to something else by then, I'm sure. Just going around saying the word woke all the time. Yep. One word's all they'll have. Morton Bear, $20. Thank you, Morton. Very generous. We will be fine. It bothers us to hear all this hate and manipulation, especially from the top of the leadership. God, good will prevail. Have a good vacation, young man. I'll try. Thank you for supporting it, Morton. Appreciate you. When someone is anti-woke, they're really saying, wah, we can't be racist anymore. Yep, we don't like progress. That's exactly what it's about, Floyd. You are worthy of my money. Only you are worthy. You are worthy. Thank you, Annoyed Dave. And welcome to Dust Buddies, Golden Dragon. Spam with impunity. Hey, Dusty, have fun on your vacay. I'm going to, John Bliss. I appreciate you. JJ, $10. Thanks, JJ. Hey, Dusty, have a drink with me at Peach Fest. I will, Pablo Brown. Much love, Joseph. All right, cool. Folks, that's my time. Did it. Another episode of the world's greatest show. Thank you, Jason Aspey, for gifting somebody right at the end here. Appreciate you all. And I will be back probably not till Wednesday after next week. Like 10 days. There's going to be like 4 shows I'm going to miss, y'all. 4 shows. It's going to be terrible. Going to be horrible. I don't even want to think about how much shit I got to cover when I get back. It's going to be crazy. I'm probably going to do a show every day. I'm probably going to do like 5 shows immediately when I come back just to catch up, because when I'm not caught up, I feel it. I feel like I'm behind continuously. It's a bad feeling. So be sure to make plans to join me when I get back. Don't miss me too much. I love you guys, and I will absolutely miss you. I'll be thinking about you when I'm gone, and I'll have amazing stories to tell you when I come back. Gonna have an adventure. So love you guys. Gonna see you guys 10 days from now, except for you who are smart enough to become members of the Dust Buddies or patrons who get to hang out with me right now on the after party. So see the rest of you guys later. To play us out, I'm going to play a song by one of the viewers of the show sent me this, The King's Waltz, and asked me to play it. So here's to you, Elvira's Curse. Good night, everybody. Have a good week. Switch over! Arrive McFadden! Extremism in a democratic system like ours can only go down, like way down. Enjoy your vacation and don't stop doing you. You better have an amazing cat sitter. Cheers, mate. I do. We got it all covered. Cat's gonna be awesome. Thank you, Arrive McFadden. All right, that was The King's Waltz by Elvira's Curse. Appreciate it. Good night, everybody. Switch over. No. Oh, happy travels. Thank you. Got in right under the bell. 5, 6 minutes. Appreciate you. Good night, everybody. I'll miss you.